All right, good morning, everyone. This is gonna be a quick stream. I'm not gonna be trading any accounts. I'm not gonna be trading the main Apex accounts since I requested the payout yesterday. Um, and I also woke up late, so I didn't buy like any accounts to trade. I was thinking about full porting 8:30 news on some like Apex evals, but again, I woke up late, so I didn't do that. I I don't know. It wasn't even a good like full port candle. I think CPI candles are way better. I think if people full ported this wick is huge. So could have blown accounts trying to full port it. I saw this video too that they were just saying like the past NFPs were all green. Like we're all green candles. And today was the first red candle in like months. All right, let's start with Nasdaq on the 4-hour candle, or sorry, on the 4-hour time frame. We have this 4-hour demand zone, which it kind of looks like prices bouncing off of. Kind of. I think it's too soon to tell. The markets look very bearish. Also, looking at the 4-hour time frame, we're still in this huge range. It's not even that big of a range, actually. But yeah, we're still in this area. I feel like what's gonna take us out of this huge range is most likely gonna be some like news with Iran or something. Who knows? Who knows? I just tried buying Lucid accounts and I don't know why it was not working. All right, there's a couple 4-hour zones. Let's go down to the 3-hour. Don't see anything close to price. I could see today being like a nasty Friday sell off as well. But again, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the market opens up. All right, I know on the 2-hour time frame, we have a couple zones. All right, I think we do. Yeah, we have this 2-hour zone here, which the market has bounced off of a couple times, or at least once. Yeah, right here. Well, I can already tell like what zone I would be looking at, and it would be this 4-hour demand zone. So I'm thinking if price gets below 568, I think it should be a cleaner move down. At least to this liquidity here. Obviously though it looks like we haven't pulled back in a while, so this could also be a good area to bounce off from. Yeah, also with let's look at this pre-market, right? The range, the range of it. Yeah, it's already down 2%. Last time the market was down 2%, overnight. It was very choppy during New York Open. I mean, I'm not saying it's gonna happen today, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does, because it's just. I feel like when the market moves a lot overnight, it's like it gets tired for New York. We'll see though. We'll see. I think in order for the market to give a good move, it needs a good reason. It needs good volume. Okay, this looks like a 1 hour zone. Also, if it goes down, if it does sell off, I think there's gonna be a lot of downside potential. This looks like a 90-minute zone down here. Damn, I don't know. Today looks tough, especially since it already sold off quite a bit. Yeah, I feel like this week really flew by. Do we have any high impact news? Let's see. Besides the 8:30. Okay, no, we don't. Okay, good. Where is up next? Oh, here we go. I want to see if it's FOMC this month. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't really checked. If it is FOMC month, let's see. Okay, never mind. I don't see FOMC. I was gonna say if it is, then when it was FOMC week, I wouldn't be trading the Monday and Tuesday. I would say for an NFP week, I did pretty good. Yeah, I think this NFP week wasn't that bad. Okay, this is a good zone. Good 30-minute supply zone. The only thing is it's far away from price. But I do think if the longs come in from this area, maybe from this 4 hour zone or this 90-minute demand zone, let's just say I took longs around here or even down here, I think it could go up to this 30-minute supply zone. Where's VWAP? Okay, I mean, we haven't touched VWAP in over 5 hours. I don't know if it was maybe 8 hours, 10 hours. I'd say we're definitely gonna touch up on VWAP. I don't know though. 5 hours isn't too bad. Good day for pass on evals. Not touching my funded after 4 consecutive TP days. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. If you have like a really nice week, like 4 winning days, maybe on the fifth, don't push your luck. Cause I did that. I think I did that last week. I had like 4 winning days, and then on Friday I took a loss. I was like, damn, I shouldn't even have traded. Are you requesting from Apex? Yes, I requested the payout yesterday. I did make a video. I just have to edit it. But I was really sick yesterday. I don't know what I had. I threw up. It was nasty. I feel better though. I don't know what I had. Oh my gosh, I have so many stacked zones. But yeah, I was very sick yesterday. I just filmed the video and then I didn't edit it. So that video will be out today, hopefully. I also fucking cried in the video, bro. I cried towards the end of it. I don't even know why. So like I'm hesitant to post it, but I don't care. I feel like I don't know, crying in videos. I mean, it's the truth, right? I was definitely emotional about it. So I'm gonna just keep in the video. Keep it real. How long does it take for the payout to be approved so that you can start trading? Last time it took 2 business days and it was approved like around 9 a.m. So I could have traded like basically 2 business days afterwards, but I didn't realize that the payout was approved and the funds were taken out. But let me double check. Yeah, it hasn't been approved. It'll most likely be approved on Monday. Monday morning I'll definitely be checking the balances and see if they took it out. I hear on old accounts it's taking weeks to get paid. Or I heard that too from like a couple people. I'm hoping they don't do that shit to me. I don't see why though. If last time it took only 2 business days, and that's what website says. Their website says it should take only 2 business days. So I feel like if it takes longer, you should contact support. Are you trading today? Um, no, no. I'll be like paper trading. My boy hasn't gotten paid in a month. He requested 40K to, huh? If he hasn't gotten paid in a month, he has to contact support. That's not normal. All right, I don't see any more zones on Nasdaq. So far, we're still above this 4 hour zone, which is good. I do hope we stay around this area before the market opens. Then once the market opens, if it gets below 568, I do think it'd be a good short. Um at least to 396. I think that would be a good trade. We'll see though. We'll see cuz I feel like the market is already oversold. We haven't seen a pullback. Okay, this is my analysis from yesterday. This is the trade I took yesterday. Is Now that I look at the trades, really, I guess it was a counter trend trade. Is a very small piece of the pie. Let's restart this. How much was the total for all those PAs? I got it on a sale, and then with the activation fees, I think the activation fees were like $85. So in total, it was about 1600. But you gotta keep in mind, like right before that, I had gotten a 10K payout from Tradeify. So it's like, that's where I got the money from another payout. It's not like, I got it from somewhere else. I got a 9K payout basically, and then I just invested part of it into accounts. And if you think about it, 1600 even into 40,000, the return on investment is like insane. That's so far I've turned 1600 into 80,000. So the return on investment is like really good. I don't even know what percentage it is, but I just know it's good. Okay, let me restart this. This is a 4 hour zone. Also, with US 30, yeah, US 30 looks very bearish. US 30 got below this daily supply zone that we bounced off of multiple times. And just yesterday, we closed below 50%. We retested the area and we've been selling off like crazy ever since. I will say though, US 30 hasn't had a pullback just like Nasdaq. So we'll see if it's a good day. Like I said, last time the market had a nasty move down pre market, the New York session wasn't that good. All right, I'm not seeing too much zones. Damn, I don't see no zones on the bigger time frames. Yeah. Okay, this looks like a 90-minute supply zone. I really want to see a zone below price. I'm not seeing much though. Yeah. I mean, like, no. I don't know. I was gonna say this could be a zone that got ran through. Maybe we could retest it. Let's see the price action on it. If it's choppy on it, then I won't leave it marked. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That's not clean. All right, let's go down to the 45-minute time frame. Hopefully, I find a zone. Wow. Okay, I mean, this is a 45-minute zone here. Yeah, this is a good zone. We see a bounce off of it right here. The only thing is that it's far away from price. So it's like if I plan on taking a trade down here, the shorts, I would have already missed out on the shorts, you know? Let's see the 30-minute time frame. Wow, there is nothing. This is a 30-minute supply zone. Looks like the same one as Nasdaq. Down to the 15-minute time frame, and there's literally no zones. Okay, that's tough. That means if US 30 goes down, I mean I really wouldn't have a way of entering it because there's no zones that's like close to price. That's crazy. At least we have Nasdaq. Nasdaq looks way better when it comes to the zones below price. This is a good 5 minute zone. It's just far away from price, so it's not like that good. Yeah. If the market opens up and it goes down on US 30, I'd damn 300 points away is my next zone, which is a 5 minute zone, which I don't even trade. I really don't like 5 minute zones. I just don't have good experiences with them. And then if the market goes up, again, 300 points away where my zone is at. Just like that's the move I want to catch is this one, right? But I don't have a way of entering that. I think Nasdaq definitely looks way better, at least right now. We'll see though. I mean, it might be a day where Nasdaq has better zones, but not good volume, and US 30 has good volume. Okay, really quick. I'm just gonna do support and resistance. I could chart like all the way down. 1600 to 80K is a 4,900% return. Wow. I was gonna say I could chart lower, but I feel like I mean, first of all, I'm not even trading today. I'm about a paper trade. And I feel like if it goes down, like I've already missed out on the shorts at that point. I'll just be basically chasing them. Oh wow. I'm like doing the wrong thing. Okay. Boom. Oh, I might be lagging. It says error on YouTube. How many days did I trade for my last payout? The first payout took 21 days. The second one took 18 days. We'll see how much the third one is. 40K payout this month, but we'll see. Cause last time I got a payout, I got in a 2 week losing streak, which like could be me, but I also feel like it was the market. Market definitely was weird in February. Wow, US series like in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, I think for this round, like after I get the payout and start trading again, instead of like closing every trade out of 1 to 2, I'm gonna try 1 to 3s. That way, my winning days or some of my winning days are like a bit bigger than the losing days. That way, when I take a losing day, it's not like, it doesn't feel like, I don't know. To me, it just felt like 10 steps back. It really wasn't, but that's just how it felt. Are you full porting evals? No, not today. Honestly, I wouldn't like full porting on stream. Cause like, what if I lose? That's like gonna be embarrassing. I think if I full port evals, like I'll do it during Asian session with gold or something, which I usually do. I've done many times. I did hear a lot of people saying that today, oh NFP, like it's a good day to full port. Um, and it wasn't. The candle came out, it had a nasty wick. So if people put orders, the order got filled just to get stopped out, most likely. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I open up my Instagram later and I see people blowing their evals trying to full port on the news candle. I also saw a bunch of videos on Instagram um saying that the NFP candle the past couple months has been green, and I don't know, they were just saying like most likely it's going to be green this time, and it definitely wasn't. I think the best news to full port is CPI, but it has to be a good candle, which you don't know it's going to be a good candle until it pops up. But yeah, CPI definitely has more volume. And then with 10 a.m. news, the only way I would trade at 10 a.m. news is just like how I did this week, where I'm already in a trade before 10 a.m. and then I'm break even on the trade, so I just let the trade play out. That's what I did this week with 10 a.m. news, and it played out perfect. Okay, let's see. So far, we're bouncing off of this 4 hour zone. Yeah, I think if Nasdaq goes up, I'll miss out on a pretty big move. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up from here just because it already bounced off of this 4 hour zone. But we'll see. I'll definitely be paying attention to the first 15-minute candle. I think if the first 15-minute candle um closes out weird or has weird price action, it's not too surprising since the market has already made a pretty big move. Wow, US 30 is still going down. And like I said with US 30 shorts, I really wouldn't have a way of entering shorts, which sucks. And also with US 30, like if it goes down here, I could take a trade down here, but like I've already missed out on the shorts. My best hope right now is on Nasdaq. I'm kind of hoping it retests this 4 hour demand zone and either take a buy or short off of it. We'll see. Which one do you prefer ideally? A high win rate or a high risk to reward? I would say a high risk to reward because it's like, let's just say you have a 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. You need to take 5 losses in a row to, to lose one win. The high win rate is good too, though. Bro, nah, these dogs are on schedule. Like, they literally only bark after 9 a.m. Did you request another 40K? Yeah, I requested it yesterday. So I'm not trading today. I mean, I also had a pretty good week. Okay, we're 3 minutes in. So far, this 5 minute candle is pretty small. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes all the way up to 834. Because we did already bounce off of this 4 hour zone. So that's kind of why I'm hoping we come back down here, retest this area, and maybe take the longs or the shorts if it gets below 570. Also, again, I'm saying it again, Nasdaq made a nasty move overnight. It's already down 2%, or that's the range, right? 2%, which is pretty big range. Last time, it wasn't too long ago. Last time it was down 2% overnight, New York Open was very choppy. So I wouldn't be surprised if today's choppy. Which I don't know. I mean, it looks like a pretty weak opening. We'll see though. It might be too early to tell. Let me check the Trump tracker. Okay. I was gonna double check if he speaks. It looks like he doesn't. Okay, Nasdaq looks like it's about to tap this 4 hour demand zone. US 30 is still going down, which is not surprising because nothing was stopping it on its way down. The only way I was short Nasdaq is if it gets below 570. If it closed below that, then I would short it. Another thing is it could long from here. Usually I would take shorts if it breaks above this 1 minute candle. I don't know. I don't even trust it. I think for sure if this 1 minute candle closes above 644, I think it'd be a good long. We'll see though. We got about 2 more minutes for this 5 minute candle to close. Okay, usually I would take a long here. Let's see if that plays out. The only thing is the stop loss would be really tight. With this trade, it's really just betting that it's gonna be a choppy day. This is literally the opposite of a breakout. Wow. Okay. We'll see if it hits TP2. Okay. I mean, technically that was TP2, but I know if I was actually in this trade, I'd be trying to aim for around 60 points. It does look like a good TP though. This white line here, which we did reject earlier. Also, if I was in this trade, like I'd be hoping it'd go all the way up here to 833. We'll see though, it has to get above this white line here, which again we did reject that market open. How often do you put your stop loss at break even? Almost every trade. Almost every trade. Like after I hit a 1-to-1, usually I break even. There was one time this week where I didn't break even on a trade, so I wanted to let it breathe, and it played out pretty well. Because there's been a couple times this year and also last year where break even is just like a double edged sword. Like it just sucks. Because if you think about it, you enter a trade, you put your stop loss where it makes sense, and then your break even usually won't make too much sense. It's like just at your entry. Because for me, a stop loss is like, okay, if I hit stop loss, I'm definitely wrong on the trade, right? I'm wrong on the direction. That's what the stop loss means to me. So breaking even is just like a stop loss that doesn't really make too much sense. It's just there to kind of save money. It's just there in case. Well, this definitely would have hit TP2, so I mean, I probably would have been out already off of this trade. I kind of do want to see if it gets above this white line though. It's definitely struggling to get above this white line. Also, it just looks like a choppy market. It looks shit. It does. Yeah. The opening range right now is pretty tiny compared to the past couple days. Also, look at the 15-minute candle. I mean, it still has 2 more minutes to close, but look at it. It it's a good sign that it's not that good of a market. What the? What does the white line represent? It's just support and resistance. That's really what it is. It's support and resistance on like the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, I definitely would have hit TP on this if I took it. Yeah, this trade went to 300 ticks, 76 points. I know myself that I would have probably closed it out around 60 points. And I do expect this to go up to 835. So I don't think there's much stopping it on its way up. But it's also a choppy market, so I think if it does get up there, it'll take a while unless more volume kicks in. This isn't too surprising though. Like I said, overnight it made a pretty big move. Last time that happened, we saw an opening just like this one. What's the reasoning for the long entry? So we tapped into this 4 hour demand zone, and then we basically broke structure on the 1 minute, right? Which with this candle here, once we broke that, that was where my entry was. And I didn't know if I was gonna take longs or shorts, right? It's just what I saw. What I saw was we tapped into here immediately. We started rejecting it and moving to the upside, breaking structure to the upside. So that's why I took the long, or that's why I would have taken a long. I didn't really take it today. Hopefully someone took it. I mean, it hit TP pretty quick. And then for the shorts, the only way I would have taken shorts is if it got all the way down here below this 50% line of a 4 hour demand zone. So if we get past the 50% line, my thinking is that we're breaking through the demand zone, so we'll most likely tap the next zone. So a bunch of my trades are trades from like zone to zone. Obviously, with this one, it's just me betting that it's going to go back inside of the range, which made sense to me because it's a choppy opening. Usually, with a choppy opening, you get the opposite of a breakout. Yeah, I've gotten really good at taking trades like this. Last year I wouldn't have taken this trade. Last year I was really bad at taking like reversals, because I'd always expect a breakout for some reason. That was me. But then I just got burned too many times on expecting a breakout, and I saw a pattern, which was it was just regular supply and demand. Yeah, it definitely it failed to get above this white line. So let's see. Let's see if it actually gets below 570. I think it has a good amount of room to go down. I'll be surprised if it goes lower because it's already down quite a bit. Like I said, this the range if you measure it is 2%, which is huge. All right, well, that was it for me. If I was actually trading, I would have been done for the day. I wouldn't be surprised if it moves sideways for the rest of the day. I would be surprised if it continues to sell off. I feel like it already sold off a lot, so we'll see. That was it for me though. I hope you guys have a good weekend. If you're gonna trade this, make sure it's an actual setup that you've taken before. Make sure you're not chasing price because it's definitely very wicky. And yeah, trade smart. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I was gonna say something else. Oh, don't spend your whole day on the charts. Enjoy Try to enjoy your day.